Goose here, and in this video we're going to be looking at stacking delays and how I stack my delays and why I use 3 delays. Well, I use 3 or 2, but today we're going to be using 3 delays and I'm going to show you exactly how. Now, I did do a video which was based on Raikuda's sound. This video is a lot more simple, so you can really get to grips on how to dial this cool sort of ambient sound. Now, first of all, let's just turn all of these off, like so. Oops, that's the wrong button there. And let's just check that we've got a clean sound here. So the first delay that I'm using is a Boss delay, and this to me, this delay doesn't really have to be an incredible boutique delay, although this is a very, very interesting delay. This was originally owned by Howard Dumble, and a very good friend of mine, Rick Vito, kindly gifted me this delay, but it's actually got Dumble etched on the side, so this was actually a delay owned and used a lot by Dumble and then Rick Vito. And with Fleetwood Mac and all the other projects Rick Vito did. He's an incredible guitar player, one of my heroes. So this delay has got a little bit of a interesting history. But all this delay is actually doing is the doubling effect. You could think of it like John Lennon in the Beatles, you know, when he used to double his vocals. So we're just going to turn that on now. And I don't know if you can hear the difference. So this is off. And this is on. If I turn the intensity up here, you'll probably hear that effect a little bit better. But that's all it's doing, is just widening the sound. And it might just push the guitar back in the mix. Okay, just a little mention here. I'm actually using, to control the level here, I'm using a Goosemaster boost, which is a silicon-based boost pedal. So that's pretty transparent there. So okay, so we're going into this delay here. That's my first delay. That's just doubling the tone. And now we're gonna, the way I normally do this actually is I'm gonna turn this Boss delay off, because this is really the heart and soul of my sort of, I don't know if the light's not picking up the logo here, but this is a Crucial Audio Echo Nugget delay, and this is kind of the heart and soul of my sort of delays, and I kind of use this all the time because what I really love, especially if I'm playing slide guitar, I'm just going to turn this on, is just this kind of, if I put it more in the mix. So that just gives me that kind of what I call Sun Studio slapback. So that gives me that kind of Sun Studios slapback delay. I'm going to just mix this a little bit out because we don't want too much of this. Now, obviously, the time, we don't want a kind of ambient delay on this. We just want that slapback. So you could turn the mix up just in order for you to get the slapback effect. Now, as far as repeats go, because this is the last delay in my chain before it hits the amp. Repeats I want 1.5. So I'm going to come back down to here. Just give me more repeats. So it's probably about there. That's it. I mean, you could fiddle with this forever, but you can see what I mean. And now we're going to bring the mix right back. Still too much mix. There, that's okay, that's good, that's what we want. So let's just put this is the delay before it hits the amp, plus the first delay. Put these two together. bit too over the top just to demonstrate this, but I'll probably, let's mix that out, let's put the intensity down a little bit, make it more subtle. So that's a really cool sort of sound, my overall sound that I want. Normally I would have these two on all the time for the whole gig, the whole performance. Whenever I'm playing guitar, I want these two delays on. That's kind of the sound I want. Now, if we want to get more sort of Paris, Texas, although I could have put that on an acoustic guitar, but if we, you know what I mean, more ambient, something like a more sort of a soundtrack sort of sound, then we're going to bring in this thing here. So I'm not really interested about, you know, what is the delay, what make it is. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't get too hung up that you need one of these and one of them. It doesn't really matter. As long as you've got this kind of rig, you can achieve the same sound. So now you can really just dial in this to taste. It doesn't really matter. It just depends how much sort of ambience you want. I mean, don't go over the top, of course, but you know. That's kind of how I basically stack these three delays. Let me just tell you what these are. So we're going through a boost pedal here. Now actually this Crucial Audio, we're going to talk about the boost there in a minute, but this is called the Goosemaster. This is a silicon treble kind of booster kind of a late 70s Hornbeam Skews influence, but it's silicon, and it's just pretty much, you know, a cool sound. And it's just given me, especially with a Gooscaster, for example, Rycoder uses a clon, okay? But I'm using this clean boost because with a Gooscaster, I'm kind of looking for more or less just that edgy sound, you know, just to, where I hit the strings a bit harder, boom, we're into distortion, I play quieter, and we're perfectly clean. And so that's where the boost with the Filmer sound, I'm not using a Filmer sound actually today, I'm using more of a twin amp, but the sort of Fender Blackface amp. But this, especially with a low wattage Filmer sound, with these delays reacts really beautiful. So a booster of any kind is some people use a clon with a very low gain setting, and you can use that. Even a tube screamer with the gain setting right down low. If you've already got a tube screamer, you don't want to buy a boost, you can do that. Then I'm going into the Howard Dumble delay slash Rick Vito Boss delay, which this has given me. This is a DM2. Apparently these are pretty cool sought after delays now. But this has given me my sort of John Lennon, you know, sort of double track sound, as it were, on the guitar, obviously though. This is quite important to get right, because it's going to widen your sound and give it a little bit of a kind of rustic feel. So that's a really cool, bit more edgy, you know. That's really cool. Then from there, most of the time we're going to go into this, this is always on. So these two are always on. This is a Crucial Audio Echo Nugget. They're hard to get hold of. Well, I don't know if they're hard, especially in UK they're hard, but in America they're not. The guy that makes these is a pedal genius. He's an electronic genius, and he really knows what he's doing. And this is the closest you're going to get to like a tape, sort of a tape delay. So this is a really cool unit, which I have on all the time, gives me that slap back. And then for ambience, this is my favourite delay ever made, was a Quicksilver. They don't make them anymore. I think this is called a black box Quicksilver. If you ever happen upon one of these, buy it, because it's an incredible delay. And this is only giving me my ambience. It's actually got a short delay on there as well, but I don't use it. I just using this ambient. Right down there, it's quite high in the mixer. Bring all of these down a little bit. Probably this is what I do for gigging. So that's really how I stack delays in this situation for obviously the slide guitar, but even normal guitar. If I'm playing with normal guitar, it's really nice with the shimmering vibrato sort of effect. So that's how we do it. So I hope this video has been of use to you, and I'm going to see you real soon. Take care, guys.